Got another one. This is at Griswold, $6.99, and this is distinct because it has the chrome on the exterior and handle. So I'm going to get this one restored and refinished. I had somebody on the last one put in the comments, don't listen to this guy, you'll destroy your seasoning. Yeah, that's the idea. We're going to destroy the seasoning and start from scratch. That's good enough for the next step. I've got a few pesky spots in this pan. I'm going to take some sandpaper and smooth this up. Finish up the inside with this die grinder. It's got a little Brillo pad on the end. Clean up the outside, the chrome, with this buffing pad on the die grinder. Let's take this beauty inside, clean it up, and get it reseasoned. Now I normally don't, but today I washed this with a little bit of dish soap and some really hot water. I'm going to put it on a low heat here on a burner just to dry it off really good before we season it to throw it in the oven. I'm going to set my oven to 425 and we're going to throw it in here after we got it seasoned for about an hour. Pan's dried off. I'm going to start with a little bit of grapeseed oil. We're going to smear that around inside the pan, being careful not to get it on our chrome surface. And we're going to do the bottom of the pan as well. Pan's going to sit in the oven for about an hour, upside down over a baking sheet. I'm going to repeat this step again, and again, and again, and again. One more time. And again. That looks really good. Let's make some biscuits. 2 cups of flour, sifted of course. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and an extra pinch. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, that's pretty close. Whisk it together. 1 pre-frozen stick of butter cut into small cubes. With a fork or pastry cutter, mix the butter solution until you got the consistency of sand. That sounds so appetizing. There we go. And I like to leave a little bit bigger chunks of butter in my biscuit mix. 1 cup of real buttermilk. Gently mix together until you get a nice consistent ball. Or something a little like that. Flour a surface. I'm going to preheat the oven to 425 and coat the inside of my freshly seasoned pan with a little bit of lard. That's just perfect, and yes, just a thin coating will do. Gonna need a 3-inch biscuit cutter or cookie cutter for the next step. Get a little flour on my hands. We'll turn the dough loose on this pre-floured surface. We don't want to overwork it, and we don't want to use our hands too much. Keep making it into a square or a rectangle, and I like to have it about 3/4 of an inch or 5/8 of an inch thick when I start cutting biscuits out of it. At my altitude, at 425 in the oven, this should take about 15 minutes. Where's my biscuits? They're right here. Oh yeah. Enough energy packed in those beauties to work on a D4 for the whole day. I gotta eat breakfast so we can work on the D4. Thanks for watching.